Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that was very necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Varane getting this one clear. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Up for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafael Leao. Can he get onto this? Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Ruben Neves. Vitinha.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Portugal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch, if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Olise has it out wide and in space. He's in space and looking for options. Lizarazu got a long way forward to join the attack. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back into the middle. Olise. He's in here! Benzema was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saliba cuts out the pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Promising build-up, there's plenty of really nice passing. Ruben Dias. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Volunteers for each block.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage.
Benzema! We've got a goal! They have got it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Benzema duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence... It's Benzema! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Nuno
The
Mendes.
attendance for this match was
France
72,306.
have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Diogo Dalot. It's Trincao. Now it's Trincao. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to... Has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he welcomes it in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mbappe, unable to make... He'll try from distance. Vitinha. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao given the lift of his goal.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Bruno
time.
Fernandes. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great ball if he can get there.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And the referee brings it to a close. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they
With the
craved.
blue car parked outside the stadium
How do
gate.
you reflect on what we've seen?
As it is about to
France
be towed
really
away.
deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world,
everybody,
and we
and
have
welcome
for
to
you a
today's
clash
match.
of two teams with very
Against
similar
Germany.
intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game. And
That was superb goalkeeping!
it's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Germany with the corner, they're first. Tries to get it clear. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
France have the chance to go the other way. Rafael Varane. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France yet to have an attempt on goal. Rafael Varane. Nice sequence of passes, this. Olise. Olise! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Griezmann goes short. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Rudiger. And it's Royce. And he's got the beating of his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Musiala! Rummenigge! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's intervened well there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well played. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He has found a way through. And here's Musiala. Now it's Royce. Musiala, and the shot! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Mateus, and here's Musiala. That's going to go a long way.
The attendance
in
for
possession
this match
and
was
ready to go again.
70,987.
So we've reached the hour mark. Olise. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Griezmann.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Conte. And claimed it back swiftly. Musiala. Rummenigge. Kante gets across to intercept that. Benzema. Musiala, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Benzema.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's through here. Shot it goal! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
After 85
Speed of
minutes,
thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
France penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Rummenigge.
there will be 1 minute added time.
Rummenigge! And that has fair finished.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here. And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
No, it's Benzema. No, it's Benzema. Conte. And here's Griezmann. Conte. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
And it's Griezmann. Mosquera cuts out the pass. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Merino.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Isco, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're back on the ball again. And he's had a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Conte. And it's Benzema. For Olise. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, such a clever touch. Pau Torres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cleared without complication. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's there, right!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're underway again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Ricky Puig. And it's Isco. Griezmann carries the ball down the right. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great pick out. Can he get away here? Can he finish? He's got a goal! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
After 56 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
The
Well, he was
attendance for
clearly
this match
disappointed
was
with that pass.
France
72,300.
clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Isco. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Elise, he's shifting through the gears here. Spain can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Isco. Vieira gets it away. Elise. He is through here. Face to face. Elise! And it's there! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, played right into his path. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fernando Torres. Adams gets good distance on it. And it's been given away. He might be in here. And he's heaved it away. That's the throw. And it's De Bruyne. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. That looks a cracking ball. Corners! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedri. By Leverkusen, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's cut it out. Oh, it's a sweet ball there. He's through now, is he? There's the hit! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. Guardiola plays it short.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Kaka. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Fernando Torres. Good spot, he's seen the run. Looking tidy in possession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Kane. De Bruyne. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains
to please
goals.
drink responsibly. Anyone appearing
Any opinion
intoxicated
you'd
or
like to
behaving
express on
in
the
an
first
inappropriate
half?
manner will
Well,
be
this has
removed.
proved a
Thank you
very
very much for
frustrating
your
day so
cooperation.
far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Backward it goes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cleared away. It's run loose here. De Bruyne. Musiala.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And there's green grass ahead of him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Fernando Torres. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Some really good ball movement. Cleared without complication.
Was 72,306.
Pedri, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good take in a good area. Has a goal! Really well taken goal.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's away.
Bayer Leverkusen are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi with the short one. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Kaká. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 42, Musiala. Number 8, Panes. Number 4, Adams. Number 20, Kane.
And they win it
Coming on the
back again.
field, number 6,
He can get that clear.
Mbappe. Number 18, Neymar. Number
Back into
24,
the middle.
Guardiola. Number 33,
Guardiola can get it clear.
Substitution in
Haaland.
progress.
Bayer Leverkusen really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's onside. He's found a way through. And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Guardiola goes short. And it's De Bruyne. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neuer comes out and deals with it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Haaland! Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 89 minutes is
All square again
Number 6,
into the dying minutes.
Erling Haaland.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
Added minutes
Now
have been
the only
indicated.
question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We are into stoppage time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, it's come loose. And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you sum up what... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to
Hello,
everybody who has
welcome
joined us
to
for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as
Mateus! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
And reclaimed it in a trice. De Bruyne. Bayer Leverkusen are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's out of play for a goal kick. Kimmich.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, what has happened here? Reinildo. Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. And that's gone loose. Reinildo. Rudiger. Works it forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Jedson. Madueke. 5 minutes till the break. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And a header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Fiddles it through. And he's managed to get rid. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can clear their lines. Madueke. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
The attendance
A
for
few
this
chances
match
to
was
talk of, Jim. Defences, it
72,300.
seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Kaká. He's through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Jetson Fernandez. The ball's gone astray. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. He's gone forward. Mbappe.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Substitution on the field. Number 7,
We
Cristiano
have got changes
Ronaldo.
here from both sides,
Number
in fact.
9, Mbappe. Number 11,
Kubo.
Kaká.
Vinicius
Number
Junior.
21, Rudiger. Number 8, Pedri. Coming on the field, number 23, Darwin Núñez.
now.
Vinicius
Number 6,
Junior!
Erling Haaland.
Big relief,
Number
it just needed better
17,
contact.
De Bruyne.
Well, Peter, he clearly
Number
felt he was
4,
being invited
Van
to shoot,
Dijk.
and it wasn't the
Number
worst decision he could have
16,
made.
Rodri. Substitution in progress.
Jetson Fernandez. Reinildo spots it and intercepts. Rodri. And smartly reclaimed. Haaland. Núñez. Can he get it through? Ball is over the line. Opts to play it back. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he
2
certainly wasn't in the
minutes
mood
has
to
been
take any
indicated.
risks. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kubo. Vinicius Junior. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Maldini cuts out the pass. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Deftly away. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Eto'o. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the counter is on. That looks a good ball through. Now there's a fine ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And we have our very first corner. Tries the cut back. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Seaman. Now it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Decent ball. He's got full. Bastoni can get it clear. No goals as yet. He won't be happy with that one. That was good alertness. And he's gone looking for safety. Gilberto Silva. Messi. Costa Curta makes the interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kaká.
Oh, really well played.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Messi with the short one. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not yet. Cleared without complication. Costa Curta. Guti. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Played out to the left flank. Oh, good ball. He has found the way through. And it's Messi. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch. And the first half is done. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but
Please grab the
goalless.
tickets you were given when you were walking through the
No
gates.
goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pings Swings it across. Climbs up big! And that has been clubbed away. Nicely aimed pass. Eto'o. Eto'o! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Eto'o. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
70,987.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maldini does well to get it back. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
Nedved is eyeing up his options in the middle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And it's Xavi.
Number 9. Eto'o. Number 11.
Torres.
Coming on the field. Number 13.
That's been intercepted.
18,
That was well played,
Casemiro.
well stopped.
Number 24. Bullet.
Oh,
Number
shooting
17.
chance! He has done it! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Torres. And Torres! So close to drawing level.
Fernando Torres nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Thuram gets across to intercept that.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's had a hit! Oh, taken with style! They have stolen level at the last! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Played back towards his own goal. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's managed to get free. Eto'o. And he's there to get it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the
Please
weeks
take this
ahead.
opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Your
store
reflections
where
then, Jim?
memorabilia from
Yeah,
today's
this looked
match
the
are
most
now
likely
available.
outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Eto'o. He's in, surely! And points! Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you? Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been cut short. Yeah. Passing nice and neat. Pull it. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Eto'o. Oh, it's come loose. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Well read, nice interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Eto'o. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Haaland! And they're quick to get it. Chance to finish. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Has a go! And another try! Goal! Besiktas! Griezmann duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have Haaland! incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Some really good ball movement. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Alexander on, and he's had a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Flashes it, climbs up big! Cleared away. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. He won't be happy with that one. That's
2
Eto.
added minutes has been indicated.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back is fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And that's a good ball. And there is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Griezmann absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Roberto cuts out the pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession...
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The attendance for this match was
And kicked out by the
72,350.
most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Eto. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi deals with that comfortably. And he's managed to gift it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, there's a probing ball. And he can clear it away. Griezmann proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge! And he's following up! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rummenigge. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Keeps it clear. Joao Felix. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Please turn your attention to the screen for
Could you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game...
Owen! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Eto'o, and they can counter here, and he's on a charge. Pullet, he has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rummenigge! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
He's had a hit! There it is!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer after 18 minutes is number 9, Eto'o!
So the first goal of the game.
Eto'o!
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, what? Can he put it away? Oh, taken with style. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply. But he rises! He can get that clear. Araujo, Caicedo. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ball is over the line. Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. Eto! And more, and more, and more. And with that, he takes home the match ball. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Eto.
Alexander-Arnold just still couldn't find a teammate when they had an overload in the box. All very frustrating.
Well, nicely intercepted. Calhanoglu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Araujo cuts it out. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That was good alertness. Calhanoglu.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, fan support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And there is the half-time whistle. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Attention to the screen for
This
information
looks
provided
well and
by the
truly
local
sewn
police.
up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way. And the pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Saliba calmly anticipates. Eto, great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Calhanoglu. Nedved. Defending was strong and firm. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. And he's taking no chances there. Nedved. Pinches it off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
The attendance for this match was 71,659.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gullit. A good ball, and this looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gullit. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he should have made it 4.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Sporting are looking to go forward now. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Oh, here's a chance! Saliba gets it away.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Nedved for Çalhanoğlu. And it's Messi. Eto'o. Rummenigge. Caicedo. Rummenigge. It's a goal kick.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Rummenigge. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, he certainly...
And that's it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Fellow attendees,
Eto'o,
this is
very
a
much the hero
children's
in this game.
announcement. Please keep your...
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The pass is intercepted. Scholes. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Maldini cuts out the pass. Neto. Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. That's tidy.
Oh, really well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Hits one! They want to be quick shapes to shoot! It's there! Bullet at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 19 minutes is number 24.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a cracking ball. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Eto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass is short and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Eto. And it's Zico. And he's being shifted off it. Thuram attempts a clearance. Now it's Neymar. Can he finish? And that pass has been well intercepted. And he's had a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlip to indicate what was coming.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Costa Curta. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through. And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Eto.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
play. Zico. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Good play on the left-hand side here. Costa Curta.
The attendance for this match
David
was
Villa.
60,332.
That has put paid to that. Oh, super ball. It's Eto'o! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Donatoni.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Eto'o. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. Can he put it away? He should have put that one away.
Besson really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Eto'o. Face to face with the keeper. Cleared without complication. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Decent hit! A real chance and a real let-off. And it's Hullet. I think we're just about done here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Volunteers for each block.
How would you
Please
summarise
report
what we've
to the
seen
staff
today
room
then, Jim?
immediately.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means. There's the hit! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. Rummenigge. Back into the middle. Picked up brilliantly. Great hit! It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gilberto Silva. Hullet. And Hullet! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cozy. And he's had a hit! And he's following up! No, he's missed it. Played back in. Haaland. He's found a way past. Pirlo. That's Figo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Big chance! And he should have made it 4.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now the finish! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Things looking... Have a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And he was quick to react. Gilberto Silva, and it's Eto'o. Maradona. Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gilberto Silva. Alexander-Arnold. He's looking to set free a runner. He's got away. Adams wins the... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Eto'o. Alcantara. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! They've done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Yeah, it has
The
become
attendance for
ugly
this
for
match
one,
was
but the other is still delivering beauty.
71,550.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match every single time he's been...
Messi. And it's Maradona. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Figo. Looking to go deep. Yep, it's a corner. Pirlo plays it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Paris Saint-Germain with another chance from a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their 3rd corner. Pirlo goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gilberto Silva. Maldini. Fiddles it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Gilberto Silva with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Maradona. Rummenigge. Maradona. He's through here. Now it's Figo. And a header! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Haaland. Opts to play it back. Oh, important interception. Roberto Carlos.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That looks exactly has been indicated.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Happy to
store,
bask in the
memorabilia from
accolades
today's
from
match
all
are now
around.
available.
The stage most certainly his. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one.
Hello, everybody.
90 minutes to
Welcome
decide
today's
whether they
match.
can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. Really is quite a sight to behold. And the shot! Haaland gets flagged offside. And he can clear it away. That pass has been well intercepted. Gullit has it in a wide position. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rummenigge. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Costa Curta. He's had a shot! Yes! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize.
Goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's
number
nightmare. It's
19.
clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Quarter of an hour played. Pedri. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Williams.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they could break here. That's been cut out, well played. Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Haaland. Gently done. And that has put paid to that. Gullit. And that could set him on his way. And he's got the beating of his... Eto'o! Oh, split-second reaction.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Somewhat off target. Gilberto Silva. Great defending, strong and determined. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That was good alertness.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Gullit gets it away. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. And he was quick to react.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer kept his eye on it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Substitution.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary... Oh no, Williams! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Played back in. Great chance! Just off target. And they win it back again. Pedri. Roberto Carlos. Pedri. Still just a single goal between the sides. Danger averted for now.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 11, Nico Williams. Number 12,
Pedri.
McAllister. Coming on the field.
So we've reached the hour
Number
mark.
20, Vinicius
Well, it's
Junior.
good stuff. This is better.
Number 42.
There is an irresistible,
The
irrepressible
attendance
look
for this
about them
match
here.
was
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Pull it. Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
After 66
Just so
minutes
calm
is
under pressure,
number
and he
9.
managed to fashion a fine
Well, he had
finish.
to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his
22,
tenacity won the day.
Jorginho. Coming on to replace him is
Things starting to look
number
very
17,
comfortable.
We're looking
Davis.
at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That pass isn't the best. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedri looking to run onto it. He could be in here. Pedri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pull it. Musiala. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Pedri. Here's Haaland. No, that's been intercepted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland's cross.
Paris Saint-Germain really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Here's found, and he's had a hit. Great strike. A test for the keeper. Eto'o hits one. They are rampant, and they are cruising away.
Paris
Number
Saint-Germain.
9.
And that is as far as it goes. A win,
Just a quick
a
announcement.
triumph,
We'd like to
a
inform
time
you
to
that
crank up the
CCTV
music,
is now
charge
in
the
operation
glass.
for your
This
safety.
is going to be quite a party. Your reflections then, Jim?
What a game, what a performance.